flame drying and purging flasks and addition of reagents under an inert atmosphere. Many reactions are air and/or moisture sensitive and are therefore performed under inert conditions in flame-dried glassware. Proper technique is required to maintain that a reaction is air-free during the duration of the experiment. Flame drying flasks. Clamp the reaction flask with a stir bar inside the fume hood in a wide open space. Quickly use the propane torch to remove all condensation from the flask. Do not touch the glassware until you are sure it is cool. Purging flasks. While your flask is cooling down, prepare a nitrogen balloon to purge your flask of air. Using scissors, cut a 3 ml syringe at the 2 ml mark. Attach a balloon to the open end of the syringe and secure with a rubber band. Obtain a short yellow needle to be attached later. Once the flask has cooled, place a rubber septum on the opening and label your flask with a Sharpie. Fill the balloon with nitrogen by holding the syringe opening against the nitrogen valve. Slowly release nitrogen into the balloon, filling only part way, and allow the nitrogen to escape. Repeat this process 2 more times to ensure that no air remains within your balloon. Finally, fill the balloon with nitrogen and attach your short yellow needle. Insert the nitrogen balloon into the middle of the rubber septum of the reaction flask. Obtain a short pink needle and insert into the septum. The pink needle will act as a vent to force out the air and fill the flask with nitrogen. Keep the needle inserted in the flask for around 1 minute. Remove the vent needle and either discard in the sharps container or store in a cork ring for future use. Do not recap any needles. Throughout the duration of a reaction, make sure to monitor the balloon so that it is sufficiently filled with nitrogen at all times. Addition of reagents under an inert atmosphere. In order to add a liquid reagent to a flask under nitrogen, it is necessary to purge the syringe with nitrogen. Insert the needle into the septum of a container under nitrogen. Fill the syringe with nitrogen, remove the needle, and dispense. Repeat this process 3 times to ensure the air is removed. Store this needle in a scintillation vial equipped with a septum and dry array until it is ready for use. The process to add a solid reagent to a flask under an inert atmosphere should be performed quickly to minimize the amount of air entering a flask. Before you weigh the reagent, make sure the septum is not folded over the joint. Weigh the reagent and remove the septum so that the balloon is blowing nitrogen over the opening. Quickly add the solid, replace the septum, and fold over the joint.